It was just a bit of feedback. That's what they said. That's what I told myself. That's what it should have been. But it did not land like that. We were in a team meeting. It was one of those Zoom calls where everyone has the camera on, but half the people are muted and sort of nodding along vaguely. I had just finished presenting a quick update, something I had worked on the night before. I felt good about it, not perfect, but good. Then my manager said, "Thanks, Avinash. That was really helpful. But next time, try to keep it more focused." You went a little off track midway, and then he moved on. Just like that. No tone, no smile, no malice. Just a line, simple and direct. My stomach dropped. Everybody else stayed quiet. No one jumped in to say, "It made sense to me. What you said was useful," or anything like that. Just silence. The meeting rolled on as if nothing had happened, but I wasn't in it anymore. So here's the thing about my brain. I need clarity, I need context. Not sugarcoating, not over explaining, but clear cues. And I tend to take things very literally. That's part of how ADHD and autistic wiring works. So when someone says, "You went off track," I don't hear just that. I hear, "You weren't prepared. You wasted our time. You're not good at this." And if no one says anything to the contrary to that, I believe what my brain makes up. After the meeting, I did not message anyone. I didn't ask for clarity. I didn't try to fix anything. I just avoided everyone. I was supposed to write a follow up email, but I waited 3 hours before even opening my laptop. And when I did, I just couldn't even start. Because every sentence I wrote felt like it would expose this fear of mine even more. Like it would confirm what I feared, that I was the problem, that I had somehow embarrassed myself. Everyone else had moved on, but that I was still stuck in that one sentence. This is what rejection sensitivity dysphoria looks like, RSD. It's not just about being afraid of rejection, it's about feeling rejected by things others barely notice. A short comment, a neutral tone, or a suggestion followed by silence. RSD doesn't care if it was just feedback. It cares about how quickly that feedback showed up, how publicly it happened, and how deep the silence was afterwards. It turns "that could have been better" into "you're not good enough." It's even trickier for people like me, people with ADHD or autism or what is known as AUDHD or DHD, because we process communication differently. We tend to hear things very, very literally. We search for meaning in the tone of the person, in the body language, in the context, but often don't find it fast enough. So, what's left behind is assumption. When the tone is flat, when the pause is long, when there's no reassurance, assumption turns into anxiety very, very fast. Later that night, I opened the recording of the meeting. I watched my own screen and I replayed my boss's comment. It wasn't rude, it wasn't even cold, but the tone, flat, blunt, there's nothing in there. And the silence afterwards, that was the knife. It wasn't what my boss said, it was what no one said afterwards. RSD makes the brain allergic to silence. So we fill the gaps with fearful thoughts. We assume the worst instantly, automatically, and convincingly. The next day, a teammate messaged me, "Hey, your presentation was great. I actually liked how you connected it to the client story." One sentence, and I sort of felt a little more human again. But the damage had already been done the day before. That's the thing with RSD. It doesn't wait for the truth, it believes the fear first. Today, I'm learning to pause before reacting, to breathe before spiraling, to ask myself, what else could this mean? But First, I always acknowledge what I felt. Here's the truth: I've been infinitely kind to myself. I allow the fear to be real, I let the panic show up, and then and only then I ask, could there be another meaning here? Could this have been neutral? Could this have even been helpful to me? I don't force myself to feel better right away. I just give myself some space because that's what I needed all along: space to be human. So, if you have ever spiraled after a meeting or sat with feedback that echoed louder than it should have, please be kind to yourself, infinitely kind to yourself. Let the fear come, let that fear speak. And then, when you're ready, by ready I mean calmer, ask gently, is this the only possibility here? You deserve that much compassion. We all do.